Well, I'm in the 1984 Mercedes-Benz C180 compressor, and this is the engine coolant temperature. I finished my trip, so it's been sitting for a little while. It's been sitting today. I took it out this morning. It's around about 5 o'clock in the afternoon now, so I've been driving the car most of the day. I took it out this morning and it was quite cold outside, maybe about 15 to 18 degrees Celsius. And my engine coolant temperature was around about 60. It stayed on about 60 degrees C for a while and slowly came up to about maybe about 80. That's when my first trip finished. And so that was fine. But then this afternoon I've been driving. Now the ambient temperature is just around 30 degrees Celsius today. So when driving, the engine coolant temperature came up to about 82, 83, 84, which is around about the specification for this car. I think thermostat's around about 83 degrees C. So all of that's quite fine. Well, the other day I took this car for about a 1500 kilometer drive, and I thought, well, I'd done that drive and I checked the oil, lube oil level on the gauge here, and it came up, said it was okay, and I thought, well, yeah, but I have done a lot of miles and the car's getting on a little bit. I'll just add a little bit of oil. So I added about what would I have added? Not much, about a cup of Mobil 1. Okay, so not too much. Just I thought, well, that should be that probably would have been maybe what I burned over that time, because I don't know the car that well. It may not have burned anything at all, but I thought, oh well, I'll put that in and we should be about right. I rechecked the oil level and it still was saying okay. Remember, the OK doesn't really give you a upper and lower limit, so it just says OK. So that, okay, well, that's good. Anyway, this afternoon when I was in traffic, and we're a little bit in the early 30s in the ambient air temperature, and my dashboard here we're looking at now turned red. I thought, oh my goodness me, what's going on here? And so I had a close look, and it said warning, engine oil, and then below I think it said something like reduce oil level. And I thought, oh my goodness me, what's happened? Have I taken an oil leak somehow? Have I lost engine oil? And because this is German, I thought, well, maybe reduce oil means it's got reduced oil, meaning that the oil level has got below the lower limit and we've got an issue. So I thought, okay, I better pull over. Had a look under the hood. I couldn't see anything that looked bad. Everything was ticking away and there was no smoke or anything looked like it was leaking from under the car. So then I got onto the internet and I had a quick look and see what this warning is. And basically this warning says that you've got too much engine oil. You need to reduce the level. So I thought, oh no, how am I going to do that? Because it looks like you can siphon oil out. Well, I guess you've got to put a tube down through the dipstick hole. Maybe you could siphon a little bit out there. I don't believe it needs to have much out. It might just be a few mils over the level, and I think with the high temperature of the day, the engine oil has expanded a bit and has triggered the upper limit on the oil sensor, that's in the bottom of the sump there. I don't believe that's faulty because I haven't had any problems with it until today. So what am I going to do? Well, today's Wednesday. I'm going to take this car for another 1,000-kilometer drive on Friday through to Monday, and I'm not going to do anything to the lube oil. I'm just going to drive the car fairly carefully, just 100k, maybe 110k an hour, and maybe over that trip I might just bring the oil level down. Maybe she's going to burn a little bit off, and hopefully she will, and then I'll see if I get this problem again. But having excess engine oil is not a good thing. It can cause the pump to be frothing, and that can cause problems with your engine bearings, your mains and your big ends, etc. And it's not a good thing. It can also put pressure on seals, etc. as well, crankshaft seals, and maybe even a bit of blow-by problems. So yeah, a little bit worried about it, but I can't believe it's much over. I think it's mainly due to the fact of the hot day and expansion. So we go through to the next level on the menu. Okay, and here it's going to do a test. We'll see what it comes up with now. So now it says the engine oil level is okay. Now I did have a malfunction come up, but that was what it was. It was the malfunction was that I had too much lube oil. But now that's gone away again, so that must be self-resetting when it's sort of come down to the normal level again. So I don't know if anybody else has experienced this problem. I'm thinking that it's really sort of a series of things, but mainly the very warm temperature we've got today in Auckland, New Zealand. We've got an exceptionally hot day, and I've been in traffic most of the afternoon. Fairly slow crawling traffic with the AC on, and the engine probably has been working a little bit harder at those lower RPMs, and I'm not getting a lot of cooling on it possibly, although the coolant temperature has been absolutely rock solid steady on just over that 80-degree mark there. So I thought I'd share this with everybody because a lot of people drive the C180. It's a very, very common car worldwide, and I know this car is in some pretty hot climates, and it may well be something that others have experienced, and be quite happy to read any comments if you'd like to post them on this video. Otherwise, the car is going like a treat. I'm very pleased with every aspect of it, but it's just that I had this warning come up, and I tell you what, you can't ignore it. The whole square there goes bright red. It really catches your eye. You think, oh my gosh, what's going to happen now? Because it's almost like an impending doom on the car. But I think we've got past that now, and we're okay. So anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for viewing, and we'll take it from there. Bye for now.